Good Morning Delaware is powered by DART, Delaware's transit service. Moving forward.
Good morning, Delaware. What's going on? I'm your host, main man, your main man, Big Ive, with my lovely co-host,
Vincenza. Good morning, Delaware, and good morning, Ivan. How are you?
Vincenza, you sound like you was about to say good morning, Wilmington.
How'd you know?
Because I'm messed up too.
We're getting used to this, but it's such a positive change. I love that we get to say good morning, Delaware, because now we represent the entire state.
That's right.
And the tri-state area. So, and that's what's beautiful about what we're doing here at DETV. But anyway, how are you, Ivan? What's new? How was your weekend?
Weekend was great. I just got back late last night from Connecticut. And shout out to First State Squash. First State Squash, my daughter Maddie plays with them, and let me tell you something. It is such an amazing, amazing camp, right? And it's not just about squash, it's about education. And I had the opportunity, we all had the opportunity, I think it was like 20 students, drove down to Connecticut to participate in a squash tournament at Yale University. So wow. I came back like super pumped, ready just to all support behind First State Squash, because what I saw was unreal.
Awesome.
How
That's
was yours?
Amazing. Oh, my weekend was phenomenal as usual, always working hard. But I love to hear about updates with Maddie. I know that she's been involved with squash for quite some time now.
Yeah, and she's doing amazing. And again, what is so awesome about that, right, is that, and she goes to Eastside Charter, and it's like a perfect combination, right? She's athletic, she's getting the education from and the help from First State Squash and from Eastside Charter. So and she hit honor roll. She's in the honors program,
Incredible.
So I'm good. So
my
day is complete.
Proud of you, Maddie. So proud of you. Keep up the great work. I'm sure you're very proud too, Ivan.
Yeah, I am. How was your weekend?
It was wonderful, as usual. Always working hard, but I am excited to continue to share more about the Miss Delaware USA pageant. Okay. For those of you who don't know, I did. After much consideration, we have changed the date. So the new date of the Miss Delaware USA and Miss Delaware Teen USA pageant is Sunday, June 29th. For more information, visit MissDEUSA.com. And you can also check out our social media pages at Miss DEUSA or Miss DE Teen USA. We are still accepting applications. So if you're interested in joining the sisterhood, check out the website. And Ivan, I hope that you can attend this year.
I will definitely be there. What I saw last year was something that was just phenomenal. And I'm gonna be honest with you. I didn't expect what I saw, and I was blown away. And we were supposed to have among our amazing guests today, Miss Kayla here, that won last year, right?
Kayla, yes, Kayla. So Kayla will be joining us soon. I'm so excited. We've already had the opportunity to have Alyssa Bainbridge, Miss Delaware USA. So hopefully in the next coming weeks, we will have Kayla Kosmalski, Miss Delaware Teen USA on our show. And I really love to feature my title holders because they are doing some incredible work out in the community. It really is such, I would have to say, moving and also inspiring, because both Alyssa and Kayla are just passionate about helping out, giving back, also following their dreams, and that's what it's all about.
And you're right, you're talking about giving back to the community, right? And I love community, calm and unity, right?
That's
so with that being said, we have an outstanding show for you today. If you just tuned in, welcome to Good Morning Delaware. And I am happy because one, we have some amazing people. Make-A-Wish is in the building on the plaza. And someone my mom texted me, was like, why are you sitting on the other side of the studio? Because I'm like, Mom, Bernice, because someone important came and took my spot. And who do you have at the table over there, Vincenza?
Well, it is an honor to be sitting next to the Governor of Delaware, Matt Meyer. Good morning, Matt. Good morning, Governor. How are you?
It's great to be here, Ivan, and everyone out there. Fantastic to be here at the DETV, 200% positive, 100% of the time.
You remember that? You know how many people get that wrong, Governor?
I'm telling you. I knew, like 12, you're a Wilmington station that is now going statewide. I'm a Wilmington kid who's now gone statewide. It was something like 12 years ago in my office. I met a guy from Southbridge who was holding like 2 car parts. His van had broken down and he needed help just to get the van working again because he was driving around with his little camera videoing everything. And from that humble beginning, he has all this tremendous amount of hard work. I'll never miss an opportunity to come to DETV. Shout out you, Vincenza, all the hard work you do here. And the man, the mystery, the legend, Ivan Thomas. Thank you, honestly, thank you for all you do every single day for our community.
Hey, I keep wanting to say Matt, right? But
call me what you want.
Respecting the title.
Whatever you call me, I'm sure I'm being called much worse every single day.
No, and we're not going to do that here. Look, Governor, I got to say, you know, all of this is because you took a chance on DETV during COVID, and I want to just say thank you. You gave us a grant to start some, and I know you're
the people gave you a grant to be
The people gave us a grant to do something that was unheard of. And what we did was I remember telling you, like, we want to create something for the kids other than just the school teachers reading. We created a kids programming called DETV Kids, and Matt Meyer signed off on it, and it just took off. So thanks again for that, and thanks for believing in us. And let's just get into it. We're gonna take a quick commercial break. Is that okay? And then we're gonna bring Matt in for the official interview.
Oh, most definitely. Well, Ivan, since you're not next to me, Matt and I, or excuse me, Governor Matt Meyer and I will do our traditional, I guess you would say handshake. Here we go. Boom. That's how we do it here at DETV. And Matt is no stranger to DETV. Am I correct?
That's right.
You've had the opportunity to host a few events here at DETV, that's right, the New Year's Eve show with Ivan. And it's been a true honor to have your support and continued support, especially as you take on this new incredible role as the Governor of Delaware. So thank you, Matt, for always believing in us here and also following us and supporting us for Good Morning Delaware. All right, we're going to take a quick commercial break. Don't go anywhere. We have a great show for you. We'll see you soon.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Looking for a reliable and efficient way to travel around Delaware? DART has a variety of routes and schedules to meet your needs, providing service in Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex counties. Whether you are commuting to work or exploring the sights and sounds of the state, our fleet of buses are well maintained, equipped with modern amenities. Public transportation is the greener alternative. Plan your trip today. Download our transit apps or visit dartfirststate.com.
In Delaware, we're very fortunate to have some wonderful local media partners who amplify much of what we do in nonprofits here at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Delaware and elsewhere. DETV especially does a great job of promoting what's happening in nonprofits, especially with something like the Do More 24 campaign that's going on today on March 6th through March 7th. The opportunity for them to promote what we do and amplify our efforts to raise money for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Delaware and many other organizations around the state is really, really powerful. And we're very thankful for them and our other local media partners who support nonprofits.
Welcome back to Good Morning Delaware. It's your main man, Big Ivan, talking to town, and
Vincenza. Good morning, Delaware, and good morning, Ivan.
Oh my gosh! Look,
this is so great.
It is because
I'm loving this show.
I wanted to start the first episode back in January because this guy has played a huge part on the success of DETV, and I remember during COVID, him and his office did some amazing things, and he's such a supporter of Delaware. I could tell by his shoes. He's a supporter of Delaware Governor.
And small businesses.
And small businesses and education.
That's right.
I mean, what more can I say? Let's just bring him in. Governor Matt Meyer is here. Gov, how are you? It's like Governor Matt Meyer.
It's really the honor of a lifetime. Really humbling, incredible that the people of Delaware gave me and my wife and my family this opportunity and tremendous responsibility.
Yeah.
People out there, people watching are struggling,
yeah.
right? They're serious struggles. The cost of living is skyrocketing. The quality of many of our public schools are not what they need to be.
Yeah.
And I understand I was elected for a reason, and I need to put my head down and work hard at it every single day.
And I see you going out every day, and every time you're in front of a camera or something, you're giving people not just hope, you're inspiring, you're inspirational to them. Like what message would you say to Delaware right now? Because the whole Delaware is watching.
Well, the first thing is that Delaware's a special place. I actually wasn't born here. I came here as a baby. My parents chose to come here. Low cost of living, easy place to raise a family. The property taxes, they tell me not to say those, are low. There's no sales tax. Like life, what we call traffic here, you go to Philly or New York, a big city, right? It's a great place, and I think we can come together and address problems that they're not fixing elsewhere in the country. I think we showed that when I was county executive with homelessness. Coming up with this crazy idea, the Hope Center, where we created a single facility where everyone came together to help our most vulnerable. And I think we can do that. We can do that to make sure working people get a real shot in Delaware that they're not getting elsewhere in the country. Yeah.
Why is it that's such a passion? Because some politicians talk about it because it's their platform. But for you, and I know, I heard you way back when, before you were even county executive, talk about the same things, education and small business. Why is that such a passion for you?
Well, you know, it's interesting. You're a new marketing director who seems fantastic. When you introduced me to her off air a few minutes ago, first thing she said is, like, was it always your goal to be governor? And I'm like, no, my goal was to be a great teacher. My goal was, I spent a year, as you know, in Iraq as a diplomat. You want to help people. And in the course of helping people, you find barriers every step of the way. You're trying to teach and you find there's craziness in some of the classrooms. There's craziness in terms of kids coming in and have nothing to eat. They have no access to quality housing, to quality health care. And so that's really what inspired me to run. And if I end up at the end of my term, I haven't done anything about those things, then I'll feel like I kind of wasted my time. I should have just stayed in the classroom and kept teaching. We got to get real things accomplished.
And I appreciate you saying that, because I always believe that politicians are servants to the community, right? Community servants. And I always believe that you have to have a heart of a servant to not only do what you're doing, but to be able to give back to the community and help. And you have to have those difficult conversations and talk about those difficult topics and not be afraid. But that's the only way we'll move the needle forward. And I know that Ivan touched on it about your goal and helping the education within the state, because we talk about that here at DETV and Good Morning Delaware, about the importance of our youth, the younger generation. Education is key. And I know that you have been advocating that since day one. How many weeks now? 7 weeks?
7 weeks.
7 weeks in, you hit the ground running.
I appreciate that, Vincenza. I also don't want to sugarcoat it. You talk about the education of kids. That's really, really important.
Yes, it is.
To adults and kids across our community. There are things we're going to do to move it forward. We're going to have to make hard decisions. That means decisions where people are like, wait a second, you're closing down this school, or you're merging this and that together, you're redirecting funding here. That's going to impact my kids. And what do we got to come together as a community, recognize we have a problem. Our public education system is not what it needs, like 45th, 46th in the country. It's not acceptable. We need to work together, make hard decisions, and move this thing forward.
So with that, right, with that, your move on education, what gives you the inside like with the teachers and everything? Like you think like a teacher. You was a teacher, and now you're gov.
And I'm used to getting punished every day like a teacher. when you go into class, I mean, I can tell you my first year teaching, I'd planned everything. My teacher training program was fantastic. I'd planned everything out week by week, day by day.
Right.
And by like the third day of the school year in September, I wanted to take the whole binder and just burn it, like throw it away.
They lied
the
to
kids,
me.
they were running in circles around me. What do I do? And it prepares you for a job like governor. I can tell you that.
Yes, I agree with you.
Yeah.
You know, being a educator, I have so much admiration for those who are teachers, educators, and it does take a great level of patience.
Yeah.
Because you have to be that way with whether you're teaching the younger generation or even the older generation. You have to have a great level of patience.
Yeah.
And I definitely can see that it prepares you for the next level, right?
Yeah.
Now, which is the governor.
Yeah.
So let's talk about it a little bit more. How does it feel?
It's good. It's good. I think Newcastle County Executive running our state's largest local government was fantastic training for this. People want a vision. They want someone who can communicate that vision, and they want someone who can execute on that vision. They don't want someone to stand up and make promises. They want to hear plans, and they want to see execution of those plans that turn into progress. And so that's what we're focused on every day. There's a lot of distractions. There are a lot of people talking, including down in DC at the White House, talking about things that can get you off course. But I want Delawareans to know they have a leader who's going to stay focused on those things that really matter to Delawareans. And quite frankly, when we're able to find ways that some of the craziness in DC or whatever can help us achieve our goals, protect communities, and move forward, we're going to do that.
Right.
And so it's every day is a challenge, interesting and fun, but in some ways not quite as hard as that first year teaching fourth grade.
Well, they always say it's supposed to be hard because if it were easy, everybody would be doing it, right? And that hard sets you up for greatness, that's what we always strive for. And I think it's important that we touch on this as well. That I don't know if with the camera shot can showcase your shoe wear that you are.
The shoe cam.
The
Give me
shoe
a shoe cam.
Because the first thing I noticed when you walked through the door, I was like, oh, I love those shoes. They look familiar. So shout out to
I'm telling you,
Randall.
it's Randall Law
Yes.
of Cool Kid Generation.
Yes, that's
go to
right.
coolgeneration.com with a K. I'm not employed by him or involved with it or anything.
You just like
I'm
the
just
shoe.
a fan.
Right.
I'm
You're
a
a
customer
fan.
and a fan. And let me tell you this, I now wear them at conferences of governors and stuff
what they
like that.
say when you walk
All
in?
the governors are like, where'd you get those kicks? Where'd you get those sneakers?
Yeah.
It's like, he's got something. And I think there are a lot of businesses, I mean, it's not even, we were talking before small business. I think the small business definition, according to the Small Business Administration, is like under 500 employees or something, right? There are a lot of like micro businesses, small. Randall Law, I don't even know, what does he have, 1, 2, 3 people? Man, but something like this.
Put out a good product,
Oh my
right?
God, I mean, it could hit it big, and I think there are a lot of little companies like that around that, when you give them attention and really pay attention to what they're doing. They got stuff that's really cool, not just here in Delaware, but across the world.
I see you doing a lot of that. You're doing a lot of focusing on small businesses, right? Just like you're focusing on education. Small business here in Delaware, is it a good thing? Is it?
Yeah, what I really think, I think the Democratic Party nationally lost business owners, lost small business owners.
How so?
They just, the Democratic Party, if you look in the past 20, 30 years, back in Bill Clinton days, I think small business was on board with, they felt like that was the best opportunity to grow business. In the last 20, 30 years, I think Democratic Party has gotten the reputation, maybe unfairly, and I'm a Democrat, I'm a proud Democrat, been a Democrat my whole life, but gotten the reputation as the party that puts regulation on small business. That if you're a small business owner who wants to grow and create jobs and take your ideas and put them in action, it's the Democratic Party that's going to limit you.
Right.
And we really need to change that narrative. We got to make sure that Delaware is the place to create and grow a business. And if we do that, all the other things we're talking about, educating our kids, providing quality health care, providing quality affordable housing, all become much, much easier.
Right. And I appreciate you saying that. As a small business owner myself, I'm always paying attention to what is happening within the state and all of the regulations. And I've noticed even after the pandemic, it's been very difficult to navigate. It's 5 years since the pandemic, and it's been very difficult to navigate what is the best way to stay relevant and also stay afloat. Because the cost of everything is going high. Inflation is still through the roof.
Right.
And so we're always trying to come up with different ways to survive. So I do appreciate you highlighting the fact that you're advocating for small businesses and even micro businesses, because I consider myself a micro business.
How many employees do you guys have?
Less than 20. Like
Gotcha,
it's and
those
half of them are my family.
That depend on that.
Yeah.
And if you could
Right.
increase your sales by 10, 20%, imagine what that would mean to your employees, right? And try those garlic knots if you get a chance. Buy a few.
I appreciate you saying that. See, there you go. Small business support right here. Thank you for that. We really appreciate that. So let's talk about some of your community events, because I know that you have been out and about.
Everywhere.
I mean, I've seen you on television. I've seen you out at events. I've seen you
painting the line.
Yes,
Painting the green
St.
line.
Patrick's Day
That's right.
Parade in
That's right.
the city of Wilmington.
That's right.
So
This weekend was particularly interesting because on Thursday, my wife took off and went to Disney World, which meant that I was, and she's having a great time,
Without
long
you.
lines and stuff. What's that?
Without you.
Without me,
She's having
great
a ball.
time. Without me, I had a busy working weekend with my 1-year-old, Levi. And first of all, shout out to single parents out there. I've had 5 days of single parenthood working, you know, a full day and more. God bless you, like single parents. I mean, I got one.
You had him somewhere with you.
I had him in a parade.
Yeah,
we
the
went to a
parade.
number
I
of
saw
events.
pictures.
I saw pictures,
with him.
yeah.
Yeah, childcare is expensive, man. I'm serious. It is. No,
Someone's in the comments right now. Like, fix that, gun.
yeah, childcare is expensive.
It is,
Yeah, and
man.
it's a personal passion issue for myself and my wife. But seriously, to single parents, I'm like, she gets home at 11 o'clock tonight. I have the time, whatever. If her plane's like 10 minutes late, I'm gonna freak out. You better, right? But it's hard. I love my son. He's the best kid, but it's really challenging. And for parents out there with 2, 3 kids, working 1, 2 jobs, just trying to make ends meet. God bless you. God bless.
Wow. I hear a lot of your platform is based on experience, right? And that's one good thing, because out of many, because you understand now, you're talking about the experience with childhood, like, yo, oh my God, this is, it's expensive. Being a teacher, oh my God, this is what it needs. This is what the kids need. So that's what I love about someone that's lived an experience that can now make decisions because they understand. There's a lot of people, politicians, that don't understand what it's like being a business owner. You was talking about when you was away, you helped what it was a sandal company, right?
A sandal company.
So small business.
They didn't look like this, unfortunately. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more money. I'd have Randall Law type money, big money. Yeah.
But no, I love that. I love the way that you have the experience, and then you can go back to the community. It's like, I understand what that feel like, and it hurts.
Yeah.
Let me make something happen right
That's
there.
right.
So I appreciate.
And there's
that.
nothing. Listen, you guys both know. There's nothing like doing something, creating something, implementing it, where it really helps people.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what I got from. That's why these jobs are so like. It's I don't know if addictive is the right word, but it gives you a rush. No matter what I could do, I could go create a company, make all this money. That doesn't feel as good as being a 4th grade teacher, where you take a kid who walked in the beginning class and said, I can't do that, and then walk out at the end saying, oh, I did that. Yeah, and I feel like as governor, I have a chance to do that on a larger scale, not just with classrooms, but with small business owners, with people trying to get critical health care, with trying to find a place to live, buy a home, buy a dream. And I think you and what you do have some of that as well.
Thank you.
Right. I know, sorry.
No, you're good.
I know that Ivan can agree with me when I can say that we've had the opportunity and the honor to get to know you outside of politics as just,
The Schwinn bike. I remember the brother on the Schwinn bike.
And I always share with everyone, Matt's relatable, down to earth.
What was the play? Hamilton. It said, I'll vote for that guy because I can have a beer with him, right? I don't know if he drank, but he's relatable, right?
St. Patrick's Day. What do you want me to do?
But I know,
3 summers ago.
I know Ivan and I have had the opportunity again to get to know you over the years, and here at DETV, and we feel very fortunate to even just witness your career and how you continue to blossom in the political sector. But it's really nice to know that, hey, when the cameras are off, like you out behind the scenes where a lot of people don't get to see is that you're just like us, relatable and hardworking and care, and that's something that I always share with everyone.
He likes the Eagles.
I always share that with everyone.
Super Bowl champion.
Oh, my bad.
Right.
Super Bowl. Did you see him out there throwing the beads? We got it all on drone. Yeah, I remember. Super Bowl champion, Eagles.
Right.
And before we go, you got to give us a chant.
Before that, let me just tell us, day before yesterday was the spelling bee.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday was the spelling bee, right? And they had me speak to all of them. And I had written in my talking points a line that I decided not to do because it was kids.
Right.
I said, how do you spell cowboy? S-T-I-N-K-S.
Oh, did they laugh?
I didn't say
he didn't do it.
Oh, you didn't
I
say
didn't
it?
do it. I didn't, in case they were a Cowboys fan, I didn't want to make
You don't want to upset anybody.
The state government was biased
Didn't
against
feel
them.
right. That's okay. You read the audience.
Yeah.
Didn't feel right.
Yeah, go Birds.
Go Birds.
E-N-T-L-E-S.
That's
Super
right.
chance.
Look, I know you got to get out of here. Thanks again, man, for just coming by the plaza.
Thank you so much. Can I just say one last thing before I go? You're about to hear from leaders at Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes.
I hear story upon story. I don't think a week goes by that I don't hear extraordinary work that the Make-A-Wish Foundation does. I know it's a time where everyone's trying to dig into their pocket, whatever. If you can throw me a few coins, do whatever you can to support Make-A-Wish. It's transforming lives of our most vulnerable kids.
I agree. When I was on the phone with him about 2 weeks ago, right, and you hear Make-A-Wish and you just think one thing, right? But on the phone with him, I was so taken back. I was like, oh my God, I need to have you on the show. Yeah. Like just the lives that they help, and it's more than the wish. Yeah. It's more than a wish. I'm so honored that they're here, man. It is definitely an organization doing tremendous things. And I heard you guys are coming, making more of an implant down here in Delaware. I love it. She's like, the CEO is like, yes, I love it. I love it. But we're bringing them on next. Make sure you stay tuned. Governor, thank you so much for stopping.
Yes,
thank you
thank
for
you.
support.
Thank you. Don't be a stranger.
Sounds
Don't forget
good.
about us.
Yeah,
right?
I don't forget about you. I'm here.
And anytime he got some good words they want to get out, we here. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Of course.
All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Make-A-Wish is coming up. And then right after that, Buenos Dias, Delaware. Did I tell you about that?
Buenos Dias, Delaware. En español. Todo en español.
Yeah. Yeah, that right there. We'll be right back. Good morning, Delaware.
From our trucks to their lunch trays, to your local hospital, to your favorite pub, and to your kitchen table. For more than 60 years, Dot Foods and Dot Transportation have been stocking the shelves of your hometown. Sure, we've grown a lot, but at our core, we're still small-town, family-run businesses that care about our communities and the people who keep us running. Join the Dot family today and be part of something bigger.
A new beginning, a second chance. Call it what you want, but this is what never giving up looks like. This is what finding someone who believes in you looks like. I thought Goodwill was just a store until a friend told me about Train to Gain through Goodwill's Job Resource Center. After 5 years away, I had a lot of self-doubt and fear about my future, but Goodwill had my back, and today, I love where I work. They matched me with an employer who believes in second chances, and now I have a new start thanks to Goodwill.
To learn more about Goodwill's career development opportunities, call today.
How did DETV start and how did you get here?
DETV started approximately 10 years ago in the basement of my home. I had an idea to show people of color doing great things. But what happened was I got to the point that I said, I'm gonna just show people all together doing great things. The motto and the moral was to bring people together instead of using media to rip people apart. And doing that, you know, I just did a lot of hard work, a lot of free stuff, a lot of things of just showing people being themselves. I figured that media, and I saw that media wasn't doing that, so I just decided to give it a shot, not knowing that it would bring me to where I am today. I had a great journey doing it, met some amazing people, did some amazing things, worked on some amazing projects, you know, and with just a lot of hard work and a bunch of sacrifice, I'm here today. I done worked on everyone's campaign in the state of Delaware, and now, you know, I'm just doing what I do and doing it with friends. My biggest accomplishment right now would have to be this, hands down, without a doubt. We want to make sure that we inform the community wholeheartedly. So again, they can have all the information that they need. For more information, you can find us at DETVCH.com. You can find us on YouTube. You can find us on Twitter and Facebook under DETV. Be sure to check us out. Tell me what you think.
All right, welcome back everyone to Good Morning Delaware. Today we're shining a light on the life-changing work of the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Joining us are Jennifer Davis and Jeremy James to share how wishes bring hope, joy, and strength to children with critical illnesses and how you can help make dreams come true. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning, morning,
Yes.
morning. I love the frames. I had to throw that in there.
Well, let's get right to it. What is the Make-A-Wish Foundation?
Sure, I can jump in. So the Make-A-Wish Foundation is a relatively young organization. We've only been around since 1980, but we've done a lot of work to transform lives for kids with critical illnesses. It started in Phoenix, Arizona with a little boy named Christopher who was diagnosed with leukemia. And his wish, his hope was to be a police officer. Wow. And so his mother, Linda, rallied the troops, so to speak, and made his dream to become a police officer come true. Nice. And following his wish, they thought there's got to be more kids out there like Christopher who we can continue to help. So that was the birth of Make-A-Wish, only back in 1980.
I think I want to know, like, why are you, I like to know the why, right? And since this is our first time meeting, like, why are both of you, like, involved?
Yes.
Yeah, one, I want to say happy Social Work Month.
Yes.
I'm involved because I'm a mom. I'm a mom. I understand and I have seen firsthand how hard critical illnesses impact whole communities, not just the child and their family, but whole communities. And this is a really great opportunity to give families and communities time to be themselves, to be outside of the critical illness, to be outside of the treatment plan, and to just experience being children, being a part of a family, and really thriving.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly a privilege to do the work of Make-A-Wish. And you know, when you tell people that you work for Make-A-Wish, there's a couple of different reactions. One is like, oh my God, that's amazing work that you're doing.
Yeah, right.
The other is, oh my gosh, is it hard? Is it sad? But the reality is we bring joy through our work to our kids and families, like Jeremy said. And so it's a true privilege to be able to do this work and make a difference in the lives of so many each and every day.
Ivan, I was sharing with Jennifer and Jeremy before we started filming that I have a small connection, I would say, but still a connection to the Make-A-Wish Foundation. Many, many years ago, in my years of competing in pageants, I had partnered with the Make-A-Wish Foundation in raising funds and awareness. And that was my connection in learning about the foundation. And it was back in the 2000s when I started to make that connection and raising awareness. And I have a lot of respect for what you ladies are doing and everyone at Make-A-Wish Foundation, because it's needed, it's necessary. And I know that we touched on this before, and I wanted to make sure we reiterate it and say it again. Is there a need? What are you looking for? Because I'm sure there's all so much work to do still, right?
Yeah.
Jeremy, do you want to please?
There's definitely a need. Our hope is to reach every eligible child that is living with a critical illness that qualifies. And we know that there are children in Delaware that we are not reaching. And so it's really awesome to have a platform like this to speak directly to those children and their families and their treatment providers to help us get those referrals in so that we can provide those wishes. We also need volunteers. We cannot do this work without our amazing volunteers. Our volunteers help our children dream of the biggest wish that they can have, the most meaningful wish that they can have, and obviously we cannot do this without funding. So there's many ways that folks can get involved. We have a couple of Delaware events that are coming up that are also ways that people in Delaware can get involved.
So you're making a good move to Delaware, a good big move to Delaware.
We're making a good move to Delaware. And we have been in Delaware, so we have really great partners with some medical providers like Nemours who are working with us to expand our reach in Delaware. And we're trying to reach the folks that maybe didn't think that Make-A-Wish was for them. We want to make sure that we can connect to those families and let them know that there are opportunities, really amazing opportunities to be a part of a wish.
All right, so this is what we're going to do. Your 30-second commercial, all right? You ready? That's your camera right there, okay? Whenever you're ready, you can go ahead and give them this 30. You can go ahead and say whatever you want to say to the people.
And then Jennifer, you can always do it too, right?
Okay, all right, a 30-second. So we are really fortunate to be able to provide wishes to children with critical illnesses that qualify, and we need the support of communities, people like you, to give referrals, to talk about Make-A-Wish, to be a part of the wish process and helping children dream of the best wish, the most meaningful wish for them and their families. And we need more financial support in order to do so.
Love it, love it. What's the website?
It's wish.org/PHILADESV. And that, or you can look us up on any major search engine, Make-A-Wish Philly or Make-A-Wish Delaware, and we should be able to pop up.
What do you? Oh, I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. When you're done, I'm next.
Right now, right? Like you said, a lot of people they think of Make-A-Wish as just Make-A-Wish, but it's so much more. Would you mind talking about what the much more part is?
So I'll build off what the governor was saying earlier. Make-A-Wish is more than just a nice thing to do. It's more than just a moment in time. These wishes provide transformative change for children who've been dealt a difficult hand in life. No child should ever have to hear the word cancer or heart disease in their young lives, but they do. And so Make-A-Wish is part of that treatment plan. It gives kids hope. It gives them control back into their lives, because when they get diagnosed with a life-threatening illness, they lose a lot of control. And then the wish also allows them to be a kid again, even for a short period of time. And that is more than just a nice thing to do, and really plays a role in their treatment plan and their outcomes. And we see better outcomes with kids who receive a wish.
Do you have something for the parents? Is there any program that Make-A-Wish has for the parents, such as like counseling or anything like that?
We don't offer counseling per se, but I think the fact that the family participates in the wish is counseling in itself. And it's a bright light in a really dark time for the family. And so we're privileged to be able to offer that to families.
What the Make-A-Wish Foundation offers is, like you said, the support of the family. That's uniting a family. And even though that you're not offering counseling per se, but the way that you're offering this dream come true, right? For a specific young child, the family's coming together and sharing that, and the joy it brings. You can't put a price tag on that.
That's right.
The joy that it provides those the young children. So how can children qualify for Make-A-Wish? And how can you kind of paint the picture for us a little bit more? What are the steps?
Yeah, so I'll talk about our eligibility first. So we serve children that are 2.5 to 18 years old. So if you know someone with critical illness that is 17.5, do the application or do the referral on our website before they turn 18. And then we can plan their wish all the way up until they're 21. So they have to be living with a critical illness, and some of that criteria is also on our website. And they go and they haven't They also can't have had another wish from a different organization or Make-A-Wish previously.
Okay.
So if you got a wish when you were 2.5 to go to Disney World, we can't send you on an anniversary trip when you're 3.5.
Right.
You know, so one wish is what we provide. And really anyone can refer. So you can be a family member, you can be a parent, you can be yourself.
Yeah.
Right, I was just
that
thinking
can
about
refer.
that.
And then also your doctors can refer, your nurses can refer, your social workers or child life specialists can also refer.
So if you're a kid at home or like at the hospital or wherever, and you like, hey, I'm going to write this letter and reach out to Make-A-Wish, that's awesome. That is awesome within itself.
I know someone that I think would benefit from this,
Send them our way.
this dream come true. You know, as we're having this conversation and talking about the impact, and it's been many years since I was volunteering for Make-A-Wish Foundation, back in, I think it was 2005, I think it was, and it's all coming back to me like it was yesterday, and it was definitely a feel-good moment, but also the foundation is very impactful, and what you're doing to individuals, not just children, families. And it's going back to the impact you're offering, whether it's a trip to Disney or, you know, just meeting someone and that brings them joy. And I'm thinking of someone I know right away, and I think I'm glad you mentioned that, you know, with the eligibility and the criteria, that even Ivan and I can make a suggestion or refer someone. So anybody could do it.
Anybody can do it. Absolutely. The application or the referral takes 3 minutes. We timed it. It only takes 3 minutes.
That's good to know. That's important.
It's right. You can do it from your phone or your laptop or your iPad.
Real simple.
Really simple.
Keep it simple.
Yep.
No,
we're trying to be as accessible as possible.
What's the website again?
So it's wish.org/Phila, DESV.
Okay.
Gotcha.
And you represent Philadelphia, Delaware, and Susquehanna Valley, is
correct.
If that's
so
correct?
We go all the way from Bucks County all the way to Perry County.
All right. Well, any way that we can help, you know, because we got our thumb on Delaware.
Just a little bit.
Please let us know. We would love to get the message out to our followers and in the homes here.
Yes, thank you so much for everything that you're doing. Don't be strangers. Please, you know, join us again. Come back on Good Morning Delaware to share updates. If you're having any events that are coming up, any fundraisers.
Make-A-Wish stories. Okay.
Or even if you want to, I have an idea. I have an idea. If you want to surprise someone with their wish,
let us know.
We could do it on television.
I don't
know. Can we do that, Ivan?
We own a network.
Okay.
Wish reveals are a great way for people to see directly connect with the mission and the organization and the work that we do. So we'd love to talk a little bit more about how to make that possible.
All right. Bang, bang. Okay. Is there anything else you want to tell the people of Delaware?
Now look for us on the website, as Jeremy said. We do have an event here in October.
Oh, let's talk about that. Yeah. When is that?
So October 16th.
Okay.
It's our celebration of wishes. We host it. This will be our 4th year happening in Delaware. So we are really leaning in. We have great volunteer support and great community support from Delaware. So.
I'm sure you got the governor. That was
a great plug from him. So we appreciate that. We can perhaps send you some more information.
We'll get you back on before October.
That would be
that would be such a great idea.
Yeah, that's a no-brainer.
I know. I really, again, all the feels, you know, is coming back when I was volunteering for Make-A-Wish Foundation.
I saw you. You was great. Tear up.
Yeah, it was just. It's meaningful.
Yeah,
like I said, you can't put a price tag on the joy, and you're helping these, you know, young children, you know, find a little bit of joy in a time of sadness, right? And it's the emotions that, you know, these children and families are going through. You know, whether they're battling cancer or, you know, an incurable, you know, illness. It's taxing, it's hard, it's draining. And so this is important because it's a reminder of, okay, you need to celebrate the joy, the simple joys of life, and you're able to gift. That's really what it is. Gift young children a wish, so it'll come true. So thank you for doing what you're doing. We wish you
I got one.
Oh.
Before we close out.
No.
We had the one kid at the very beginning wanted to be a police officer. What's another one? Give me another one that was just like.
Talk about the Eagles.
Yeah, so we recently we have really great community partners, one of them being the Eagles. And so they grant every wish that gets in their queue every season. and we had a really great group wish opportunity. So we had a very shy Delaware kid that wanted to meet Jalen Hurts and all of the players, and he was able to join other kids and tour the practice facility and meet the Eagles, as well as tour the stadium. They got to walk out as if they were a part of the team with the music and the lights and everything.
Cool. That's so cool.
And I think there was no dry eye in sight during that. And then they got to go to a really great Eagles game, and so that was one of my favorites. That was the first one that I got to be a part of, and it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, they signed him to a one-day contract.
I don't generally cry, but my eyes sweat a little bit.
I'm not crying, you're crying.
You're crying. You're crying. It's so blurry, it's not me.
Right. Well, ladies, thank you so much.
Yes,
Please don't be a stranger.
Thank you.
I love it. I love the Make-A-Wish Foundation.
Yes,
Oh my gosh.
Thank you for everything you're doing.
All right,
Of course.
thank you.
All right, Ivan, we're going to take a quick commercial break.
Yes, because I'm not crying, you're crying.
No way. Well,
Okay.
listen, it's all about, dreams coming true.
I
We're
know,
here
that's
at
right.
Good Morning Delaware. We love to give all of the nonprofits, individuals who are inspiring others, a platform to just, I guess you would say, create awareness in what they're doing. So we're happy and honored that we're able to do that for the Make-A-Wish Foundation. But don't go anywhere. We'll see you real soon, so stay right there.
DETV has been Delaware's premium provider of creative digital and broadcasting solutions that bridges communities and connects people. We create great stories for all audiences. We deliver independent news throughout Delaware. We are digital platform innovators. And we develop marketing and sales solutions so you can stay connected to your audience. Now, why do we do what we do here on DETV? We do it because we care. So, keep watching and follow us on all of our social media platforms. Remember, DETV, online, on air, on time.
Looking for a reliable and efficient way to travel around Delaware? DART has a variety of routes and schedules to meet your needs, providing service in Newcastle, Kent, and Sussex counties. Whether you are commuting to work or exploring the sights and sounds of the state, our fleet of buses are well maintained, equipped with modern amenities. Public transportation is the greener alternative. Plan your trip today. Download our transit apps or visit dartfirststate.com.
In Delaware, we're very fortunate to have some wonderful local media partners who amplify much of what we do in nonprofits here at the Boys and Girls Clubs of Delaware and elsewhere. DETV especially does a great job of promoting what's happening in nonprofits, especially with something like the Do More 24 campaign that's going on today on March 6th through March 7th. The opportunity for them to promote what we do and amplify our efforts to raise money for the Boys and Girls Clubs of Delaware and many other organizations around the state is really, really powerful. And we're very thankful for them and our other local media partners who support nonprofits.
And welcome back to Good Morning Delaware.
Only if you knew what's happening behind the scenes around here, but that's what it's all about, and I love live production. And a shout out to the production team here at Good Morning Delaware at DETV, because without them, we wouldn't be able to shine.
Oh my gosh, we'll be running around grabbing lights and trying to get people, and hey, Vincenza, you
can't hear us, can't see us.
Yeah.
But thank goodness for our production team, so shout out to the entire team and everything they're doing to make sure that we shine.
Let me see. That's not my phone. I'm gonna see if Bernice texts me.
Bernice, mom.
Mom.
Yeah, shout out to our moms.
Mom texts me in the middle of a show. Don't say that. Don't say this.
Don't say that. Don't say this. Well, we had such a great show. We had
text from Bernice.
Well, that's safe.
That's safe, right?
It's funny. I checked my phone too in between commercials to see if mom texts me. We're doing something wrong. We need to mention something.
Right.
But a shout out to our moms, because we are so thankful that
Yes.
they're our biggest fans.
Oh my gosh.
And that's what it all comes down
and
to.
Brooklyn is next in line.
Yes. Shout out to everyone in Brooklyn.
So what did you think about the show today?
A phenomenal show. I mean, what an honor to have the Governor of Delaware here on Good Morning Delaware at DETV. Ivan, you must be doing something right. We. There you go. Yeah. I love that. That's right. It takes a village.
It takes more than a village. It takes a whole state.
The whole state.
Take the whole world. Like,
right.
Because I don't know how Jamie over there, like, I'm still trying to figure out how she deal with me, you know?
Well, it takes it takes a great leader, and that we believe in what you're doing.
I appreciate
so
it.
continue to show that, that strength, because that's what, I always say, I said this earlier with the governor, I said that nothing worthwhile in life comes easy. It's supposed to be hard.
Yeah.
And I think that's how we learn, and that's how we grow together, and we admire what you're doing as our leader.
I appreciate it. It's been and it is a absolute pleasure. Yeah. Absolute pleasure.
We have some more work to do.
Oh, we're not done yet. We're just stretching. We are building. If you're tuning in, what we're doing here is we're building Delaware's own style of PBS for Delaware by Delaware, and using Delawareans, from everyone from the janitor to the governor. We are here to tell you what's going on in Delaware and keep you informed. I'm super excited. We have DETV Sports, DETV Health, DETV Wellness, DETV Arts. Oh my God, the phenomenal network for women. Every woman, and it's just super awesome.
And Buenos Dias, Delaware.
Buenos Dias, Delaware. Yes, right? Coming up next after this. So stay tuned, and they will be on right after this with Jasmine Bouquet. Love you, Jazz. And she's still teaching me Spanish, because that's what we do here. All right, we'll see you. I'm tearing this mint up. I really got caught with a mint in my mouth.
That's all right. We're going to see you soon. Make sure you tune in every single week here, Good Morning Delaware. Follow us on social media. Definitely, if you want to see some past shows, go to detvch.com, right?
That's right.
There you go.
And without you, it couldn't be no us. So please partner with us because we are a 501c3. Partner with us to keep this moving. The link will be in the description or the bio, but just do it, because we love what we do, and we do it because we love it. All right, let's get out of here. I got some meetings to get to and some babies to kiss and
work to do.
Work to do.
That's right. Again, check out Make-A-Wish Foundation. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. We'll see you soon.